wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
This broadcast is powered by Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, Barrett's Food Town, Mason Machinery, the Jorgensen Automotive Group, DP Curtis Trucking, Bar W Beef, Sunrise Engineering, San Pete Steel, Farmers Insurance Agents Dan and Gabe Cranny, Manti Family Dental, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Intermountain Power, Gunnison Valley Hospital, Clearsight Glass Solutions, and Barney Trucking.
I know it's gotta be that can't eat, can't sleep, reach for the stars, over the fence, World Series kind of stuff, right?
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of high school baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back to Larry Miller Field on the campus of Brigham Young University at the 2A Baseball State Tournament on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. Robert Lovell with you, joined by Nolan Anderson and Willie Akers here at this 2A Baseball State Tournament. And, guys, I'm glad to be back, ready for Championship Saturday.
We're glad you're back.
We're glad to have you. My voice is just about gone, dude.
Well, a great 3A Super Regionals yesterday, as they had several of them go 3 games in the 3A classification, which was made it a lot of fun for those ones. But now we're looking forward to Championship Saturday here today. And I'll let you guys kind of talk us through how we got here to this point, as you guys have been here the entire time. We've got number 3 Gunnison Valley, number 4 San Juan squaring off in the one-loss semifinal game. Winner moves on to play number 2 Kanab at 12:30 this afternoon here at BYU for the state championship. So, Willie, let's start with you on the San Juan side of things. They get the big upset over Beaver on Thursday, lose a tough one yesterday to Kanab to get in here today in this game. What are you seeing out of the Broncos?
Well, San Juan, we've always talked about, they've got some good athletes, but in this tournament so far, they haven't hurt themselves, and it's, just been intense. They looked relaxed. When they played Beaver looked a little tight. San Juan looked relaxed, and I think that made a difference, and they believe in each other. And, one of the things I might talk about early was the injury to Brant Bingham in practice before the thing, and I think, he out there on a knee brace. I was out there talking to Coach Nielsen about it before the game that day, and the whole team seemed to kind of rally around him. He was on the DH. They were trying to figure out what they were going to do, if he was thinking that he was going to, be able to DH or whatever he was going to do, and then to try to work, Jonah John in there as well. And so I think, that was kind of a rally for the San Juan Broncos.
Yeah, they're playing good baseball right now. There's no doubt about it, right? And so we're looking forward to seeing how those things you just talked about play out, and if they can continue to do what they've done here this weekend. And Nolan, when you look at Gunnison Valley, they come through as, of course, the number 3 seed. The battle we thought we would see on Thursday with Kanab, lost a tough one there, then had to battle back longer. Come from behind, win over South Sevier, 4-1 win over ALA last night to get to this point.
Yeah, it was a pitcher's duel in that Gunnison-Kanab game. They lose that one 2-0. And then against South Sevier yesterday, they come from behind, and they get to win 9-7 in that one. And then it was a 1-1 battle going into the 6th inning, and Gunnison put up 3 runs to get the 4-1 lead there, and then was able to hold on. And that one, Braxton Pickett, 8 strikeouts in 3 2/3, and then on in relief, it was Daxon Knutson goes 3 1/3, 7 strikeouts, no hits. They hold ALA to just the 1 hit and the 1 run, and they get the win there.
And that was a difference, in the earlier games. ALA didn't hurt themselves at the plate, but that many strikeouts in one ball game. Yeah, it was pitching that did it for Gunnison.
We knew that was going to be the case for Gunnison this year, right? We knew they were going to have a deep pitching staff. The question, I think, has been, what is the lineup going to look like? The top 4 has been really good all season. But, Willie, you mentioned earlier today that the bottom of the order has really come through this weekend for Gunnison.
Yeah, they've been coming through big. You got the people that you don't normally count on, Axton Sorensen, Bear Bartholomew, and them, whether it's at the plate or in the field. So some big plays. Last night, Bear Bartholomew, a couple good plays out there. Like I said, you got the Bear roaming the outfield. You can't be going bad.
Hey, anytime you're named Bear on BYU's campus, you're a big deal.
There you go. There you go.
Right. So when you look at San Juan, Nolan, what are you seeing out of them? What do you expect to see out of Coach Nielsen's squad today?
You know what, San Juan, that first game against Beaver really impressed me with the bats. But then they were stifled yesterday. Kanab, once again, so we talk about Gunnison's pitchers, but Kanab just as good. Walker Baird, had a big game against Kanab, throws a 1-hitter. and it was a one hit that started the 7th inning. He had a no-hitter going into the 7th. But then yesterday, too, Kyan Lyman just shut the San Juan Broncos down. So I think the key for Gunnison's pitching and the key for San Juan's hitting, they do have Baylor Nilsson going on the mound for them as well. So I think it's going to be who's going to score more runs. Like, obviously you have to. Yeah. But if Landry Edwards, who's going to go for Gunnison, can slow down these bats, that's going to be good for Gunnison. But the key for San Juan's, when they're hitting the ball, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, and we've known that for years, right? They can hit, and they will hit the baseball.
Yeah, and they've got Baylor Nielsen going today for San Juan, 27 and 2/3 innings, 41 strikeouts, only 13 base on balls. 3 wild pitches, 3 hit by pitch, no bonks. So he doesn't hurt himself. He's got good defense playing behind him, and he pitches to it. On the other side, Landry Edwards, 22 and 2/3, 31 and 21 strikeouts to base and balls. Just a little bit higher. That's 7 wild pitches, 6 hit by pitch. So, as we track the freebies, yesterday the big inning started with a freebie for Gunnison.
Freebies.
You can't defend them. You can't defend them.
Can't defend a freebie. Well, let's take a quick break here inside the pregame show. We'll come back with our coaches' comments next here from BYU's Larry Miller Field on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU's Larry Miller Field at the 2A Baseball State Tournament on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. As we continue here in our pregame show, let's go ahead and take a look at our coaches' comments. We're joined now by Coach Nilsson of the San Juan Broncos. It's at the third day of the 2A Baseball State Tournament up at BYU. Coach, first off, looking at your team getting to this game, you got the win on Thursday to upset Beaver and then took a tough loss yesterday against Kanab. But where do you feel like your team is at coming into this final day?
We were a little down after yesterday's game, but I think we quickly reset. It was a tough loss. We knew Kanab was going to be good, but we just didn't want to get beat like that. But we feel good. We feel confident with our hitting, and we got Baylor Nilsson on the mound, a senior leader. He's kind of dealt with the UCL injury all year, but he's back, and he's a really good pitcher. He has good movement, good off speed. So with him throwing and our hitting, I feel like we have a really good chance to win this ballgame.
Looking at your opponent today in Gunnison, they've obviously had to battle back a little longer than you have after losing on Thursday. A team out of the same region. What do you expect to see out of them?
Consistency. We know they put the ball in play. They don't strike out a ton. The top of their order is pretty tough. We know we have to keep the off speed going and pitch the outside half and just trust that they're going to pop up or ground out. But we know that they're going to be tough. And pitching, we know that we don't know who they're going to throw. We're assuming Edwards, but we know that they're kind of in the same boat as us. We have one or two more pitchers, and after that it's slim. So.
When you look at your team hitting-wise, the guys have been doing it all year. Creed Herring, Nash Young have been hitting it well for you. Who would you look at today you'd like to see step up and lead the way?
Really, I mean, so we had three consistent guys. Baylor Nielsen at the top of the lineup, and then Nash and Creed have been really consistent with putting the ball in play. Really, we've been waiting for Jagger Neves to break out. He's had a good solid year, but he's capable of just mashing the ball, and so we get him rolling, and that's dangerous. So.
And then you mentioned you're going to go with Baylor on the mound today. What do you need to see out of him overall?
We talked a lot about efficiency. He's got to throw strikes, got to work ahead, and keep the pitch count low.
And then we're looking at Gunnison's lineup. Anybody you feel like you got to be careful with?
I mean, Pickett, just getting him on the bases is always a dangerous thing. But Sorensen's a tough hitter, and he's capable of hitting the gaps and putting up some runs. So we've got to be really cautious with him.
And overall, what 2 or 3 things have to happen today for your team to get the win?
So we talk about this all the time. The 2 to 3 things are we got to limit errors, about 2 to 3 per game. We got to make the routine plays. We got to pitch a strike within the first 2 pitches, and we got to put the ball in play. If we do those things, then success happens.
And then what about that softball team?
They're rolling. They're really fun to watch. We've enjoyed watching them. And Coach Bowers and I, we not only have we played fast pitch softball for the past 20 years together, but he was my senior year was his first year as head coach for baseball. So I have a love and respect for Coach Bowers that's beyond, and he does a great job, and we're very excited for him.
With both your teams here at BYU, how nice is it that it's able to have them be here at the same venue this year?
Oh, it's awesome. We're just hoping we play at the same time.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Once again, Coach Jens Nielsen there of the San Juan Broncos here inside the pregame show. And, Willie, your thoughts on what he had to say coming into this game?
Well, he talked about, getting down, but a good reset. He's got some good athletes. And, Baylor Nielsen says on the mound, that's going to give him a real good shot. And, talking about taking care of the top of the lineup for Gunnison Valley, but, you can't ignore the bottom half. They've been doing some damage here. Waiting for Jagger Neves to, break out. And, it's like you said, if that happens, it really adds a dangerous proponent to the San Juan offense. So, but, talked about the things he needs to do. Limit the errors, make the routine, throw strikes early in the count, put the ball in play.
Nolan, anything to add to that?
No, obviously Coach Nilsson, he talked about they know this Gunnison team. They're just hoping to be efficient on the mound and throw a lot of strikes. They don't want to see Braxton Pickett get on base, and then they'll be careful with Waylon Sorensen. But, I agree with what he said. If they can get Jagger Nieves.
And he called him Neves, you notice that, Jagger.
All the coaches call him Neves. Yeah. His older brother, Jersey, and Jagger have both told me several times, it's Nieves. That's what they want. So that's what I call him.
Do you remember the first time I heard that name? That's what I pronounced it was Nieves. And I
said Neves. Yeah, because everybody tells you that, except for them.
It's your fault.
But if they get him going, if they get him going, he really likes his chances.
Well, and I did tell Coach Nielsen afterward. I said, if you start calling him Nieves, he'll start going. I don't know. We'll see.
That's been the debate here in the broadcast booth, even the PA announcer, right?
That's right. Scott behind us, he knows it's Nieves. And looking at this venue, though, let's talk about that piece. When they announced this year that softball would be here, too, I thought, man, how cool would that have been for South Severe last year to have both teams. Mm-hmm. Now San Juan has the opportunity this year to have both teams playing back-to-back here in baseball and softball.
The only thing I have to say about it is the people watching softball and even the softball players better be ready for a few foul balls.
Yeah, yes. They've been going that way.
So let's continue, though, with our coaches' comments here inside the pregame show as we get ready for this one-loss semifinal game between Gunnison and San Juan. We're joined now by Coach Chad Avery of the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. Final day of the 2A Baseball State Tournament going in the one-loss semifinal game against San Juan. Coach, first off, looking at your team, you lose that tough game on Thursday, have to battle back yesterday, get here today. Where do you feel like your team is at coming into this final day?
Yeah, we're feeling good right now. We're battling. We're showing resilience. We're here. We want to be here right now. We know we can play baseball with San Juan. We know each other. We're in the same region. It's going to be a good game, and I think our boys are ready.
Of course, because they won that game on Thursday, they had less games to get here today. And so what do you expect to see out of them?
Yeah, we're expecting to see, Baylor Nilsson. He hasn't thrown yet, but I feel like we've got some extra at-bats. We've got, those type of things that are going to help us today. Obviously playing extra games is hard, but I think we're ready. Like I said before, we're ready to play this game. We want to be here. We know we're supposed to be here, and we're ready.
When you look at your team, the bottom of the order has been coming through for you here this weekend. What are you seeing out of those guys, and who would you like to see step up today?
Yeah, I've been saying it all year long. 7, 8, 9 has got to get us back to the top of the lineup, and they're doing it. We started 3 freshmen yesterday, and all 3 of them have stepped up in huge situations. Cruz steps in and he fields a couple ground balls like he's been here all season long. Bear catching that long fly ball in the outfield, like off of his shoulder, like he's supposed to be there, and Axton being behind the plate, doing all the little things. So 7, 8, 9 has to step up again, and I fully expect it.
When you look at your team pitching wise, obviously you've kind of had to piece together some games at this point. Who are you going with though in this one, and what do you want to see out of him? We're
going to go with Landry. He hurt his thumb in the game yesterday, and he's been battling, he's been icing, he's been taping. We're doing everything we can to get him ready, and last night we almost needed him. Dak stepped up, but he was throwing in the bullpen. He was great last night, throwing hard, and he's ready. He wants to be on that mound. And that's what you totally expect out of a senior, wanting that baseball that final day, on Saturday, wanting us to get to that championship game. So, yeah, Landry will be on the hill, and I expect him to do good things.
And then when you look at San Juan's lineup, anybody you feel like you got to be careful with today?
Yeah, all of them, 1 through 9, they hit the ball well, and so we're gonna have to play good defense. We're gonna have to be able to field it, catch it, do all the right things, the small things that we've preached all year long. That's what wins us ball games, is the small little things. When we got to take care of those.
And then overall, what are those 2 or 3 things that have to happen to win the game?
Limit the errors. 7, 8, 9 has to roll us to the top, and the top has to do what they're expected to do.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina, or click on barrettsfoodtown.com, or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jason Morell, manager at Cache Valley Bank in Nephi, Utah. Now is a great time to think about your financial goals, and Cache Valley Bank can help. Maybe you need a loan to update your home, purchase a vehicle, or expand your business or farm. Or maybe you just need a place to keep your funds safe and secure without all the fees. We've got you covered. We are located throughout Utah. Come by and let us help. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here once again to Larry Miller Field on the campus of Brigham Young University as we get ready for the first pitch to be thrown here between number 3 Gunnison Valley, number 4 San Juan. Let's go to the starting lineups. The designated visiting team, that is the San Juan Broncos. Here's Nolan Anderson.
Yeah, to lead things off for Coach Jens Nilsson and the San Juan Broncos, it'll be the pitcher, number 3 Baylor Nilsson. And then in center field, batting second, number 35, Nash Young. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Jagger Nieves. And batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 20, Creed Herring. Batting fifth at first base, number 34, Remy Walcott. Batting sixth at third base, number 38, Kalen Hutchins. And batting seventh in right field, number 12, Jonas Jefferson. And batting eighth, the DH, number 10, Brant Bingham. And rounding out the lineup, batting ninth, the left fielder, number 27, Grady Lacey. And at second base, number 1, Jonah John.
So there's the starters for the visiting San Juan Broncos. Let's go to the home team, the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. Here's Willie Akers.
Leading things off, Coach Chad Avery. Batting first, the center fielder, number 11, Braxton Pickett. Second, the right fielder, number 16, Axton Sorensen. Batting third, the shortstop, number 3, Dax Knutson. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Waylon Sorensen. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 2, Dylan Dyring. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 5, Landry Edwards. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 4, Kason Brackett.
First pitch missed high there on the first pitch to Baylor Nielsen from Landry Edwards. Next pitch, going to miss outside for ball 2.
Batting eighth, the DH, number 24, Crew Hansen. Batting ninth, number 8, Porter Coleman. And rounding out the lineup, the Roman Bear Bartholomew out in left field.
So there's your starters for these two teams. Again, Landry Edwards on the hill for Gunnison Valley. Gets a swing and a miss there from Baylor Nielsen on a breaking ball away for strike 1. Makes it a 2-1 count.
Yeah, you heard Coach Avery talk about the injury to Edwards' thumb, but said it looked good bullpen session, and he wants to be here.
Yeah, and you got to like a guy that wants the ball, that wants to be here in this spot.
Right now just needs to dial it in, maybe trying to overthrow a little bit.
3-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2, makes it a full count now to Nielsen. And you heard Coach Jens Nielsen talk about his son, that he's had a great season for him hitting out of the top of the order, and he has. Certainly one of their premier players. 3-2 payoff pitch from Edwards. Misses low for ball 4, and Nielsen will draw the leadoff base on balls.
Nielsen's a good, you talk about Pickett. Coach Nelson recognizes the importance of him at the top of the lineup. Also Baylor Nielsen for him as he gets that leadoff walk.
Yeah, 6 stolen bases for Baylor Nielsen.
Brings Nash Young to the plate. He's been swinging it well all season for this Broncos team. Edwards, who worked out of the stretch to begin the game, will stay there, of course, with the runner on base. First pitch breaking ball drops off low for ball 1.
Nash comes in with a .481 average, a home run, and 29 runs driven in. He's their leading base stealer with 20 if he gets on.
2-step lead at first for Nielsen. He takes off on the first move. Throw down to second is in time as they get Nielsen caught stealing on ball 2, thrown to Nash Young. And just a great throw there from Waylon Sorensen.
Yep, threw a bullet down there right where it needed to be. Good slap tag there and back to the dugout.
So they put 1-1 on the scoreboard. That pitch was high and away, though, right? Like that was.
That's what I thought.
A ball.
Well, we haven't we've struggled with that a little bit, Robert. So we're a little hesitant to say.
Yeah, 2-0. Yep.
Balls,
Umpire confirms 2-0 count.
He heard you.
Here's the 2-0 pitch now from Edwards. That'll miss inside for ball 3, so a quick 3-0 count to Young.
Well, I like to hear, see Dax, that Landry wanted the ball, but you got to make sure he's going to be able to be efficient.
Yeah.
Don't know how that thumb's going to affect the control.
That one's way high for ball 4. So Young will take the base on balls as he heads to first base. Back-to-back walks issued by Edwards.
Well, Coach Nelson's probably rethinking that, trying to steal second base now, too, with back-to-back walks.
Jagger Nieves, all right, 366 average, 3 home runs, 26 runs driven in. It's not a bad trade. You trade a 6-base stealer for a 20. So see if Nash Young going to give Sorensen another test.
2-step lead for Young. First pitch in the dirt. It's going to get past to make it easy for Young to head to second base on the wild pitch.
Just bounced up and, like you said, unable to get the glove in front of it or even the body in front of it as it goes to the backstop.
So 1-0 count. 6 straight balls now thrown by Edwards. So he's trying to dial it back in. The 1-0 pitch to Nieves. Misses low and in for ball 2 and a hitter's count.
Well, I got a feeling, that Coach Nielsen's going to kind of put the handcuffs on him until they get a strike here. Big ball game.
Well, and you got a good hitter in Creed Herring that's swinging a hot bat behind him.
Time will be called by Nieves at the plate. Didn't like how long it was taking for Edwards to get the sign. Stands back into the right side as Young takes a big lead at second. Being held on by Coleman at second base. He's going to step off and look him back to the bag. Left field playing fairly deep with Nieves at the plate. Pickett in center and Sorensen in right, not real deep.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Obviously, Pickett, good speed, but trying to take away that line drive that we've seen a lot of in this tournament that drops in front of the center fielder.
Yeah, Nieves got 3 home runs on the season, so he got some pop.
Long look at second. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Edwards. Top of the zone for a called strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch there. Good way to come back.
Edwards needed a strike right there. Give him a little confidence, know that, hey, I know where the strike zone is. Just got to go find it.
Yeah, that ends the streak of 7 straight balls. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swinging a foul tip back to the screen for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Nieves.
Good pitch up and in to Nieves.
On this Gunnison pitching staff, they get a lot of strikeouts, right? So
Yeah.
it's hard to say, everyone wants to go out there and strike guys out. But right here, Edwards just got to hit his spots, trust the defense. The strikeouts will come.
1 out and 1 on, the 2-2. Swung on, chopped foul to the left side.
Be the 6th pitch in the at-bat for Nieves. We talk about quality at bats. Official statistics say 6 pitches qualifies.
That's right. So he stands back into the right side, right at the front of the box is Nieves. The 2-2. Misses high for ball 3, looking to backdoor Young, and he dives back safely on the throw down from Sorensen.
We've seen that in the tournament. In fact, it happened to Gunnison against ALA. So Waylon Sorensen with his arm behind the plate, he knows that he can do the same thing.
Yeah, he had a tough day. He had 2 throwing errors yesterday in the ball game.
3-2 full count now to Nieves. Young with a good size lead. The payoff pitch from Edwards. Misses in the dirt outside for ball 4, and that will put runners at first and second. Another throw down to second. Young easily steps back to the bag this time. But 3 straight walks by Edwards to start the game here for Gunnison Valley.
4 freebies already.
Yeah, and the difference between having loaded bases and only runners at first and second is Baylor Nelson trying to steal, and Waylon Sorensen throws him out.
Coach Nelson comes down the line as Waylon Sorensen goes out to visit with Edwards on the mound.
Well, I'm going to guess that even with the .491 batting average, Coach Nielsen's going to say, hey, this guy's thrown a lot of balls. Let's keep that in mind.
Defense playing pretty well the same with Herring coming to the plate.
.491 average, a home run, 31 runs driven in.
And now Coach Avery's out of the dugout. He's going to pick it up. Back behind the Y logo in center field.
Yeah, Herring's been going to that right center a couple times already in the tournament.
Yeah, Nieves at the front of the box, Herring at the back of the box. First pitch. Drops off low for ball 1.
Makes you wonder, too, if Sorensen, part of the discussion wasn't, hey, let's get the off-speed working right now. The fastball just missing. Let's try the off-speed as they try it right there.
Look over at second base for Edwards. The 1-0 delivery. Misses inside for ball 2, so a 2-0 hitters count here for Herring. And as you said, we'll see at what point if Coach Nelson decides to swing away here, if he wants them to continue to take.
Well, you got a 371 hitter in the on-deck circle, so you're not hurting yourself. Remy Watcott's been a tough out.
He was taken all the way on that one as he was kind of faking the high bunt there. Watch a strike 1 go by instead for a 2-1 count.
Well, that's kind of a dead giveaway to the pitcher, too, and sometimes they just say, okay, I'm going to throw it right down the middle because I know you're not swinging.
That's right. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Willie, you said it just gives them a target to throw to, right?
That's it.
Misses high for ball 3, so a 3-1 hitters count again now for Herring.
Just like you started out in Little League, hey, hit the glove. Hit the glove. Pitch to the glove.
Herring back in on the right side. Runners at first and second here for the Broncos. 1 out.
Most of the pitches he missed has been high. I think that's the thumb. He haven't got the feel for the baseball yet.
Misses inside there for ball 4, so 4 straight walks issued by Landry Edwards. With Remy Watcott coming to the plate.
Remy Watcott's going to get the same conversation.
I was going to say, I was surprised Coach Avery hasn't come out, but I think he was stalling a little bit, and then here we see him now.
Yeah, and Waylon Sorensen went out.
Yep.
I think they're trying to find a way to get out there, but not have to go out going out earlier than they wanted to for sure.
Yeah, but he's going to ask Landry. How you feeling? You feeling the pitch, or it looks to me like he's just not getting a good feel for the baseball.
Well, and honestly, still nothing hurt, right? You got one out, loaded bases, a ground ball on the corners. They go home, they get the out there, or they get a ground ball up the middle, they roll it. You get out of this inning, get out of a jam, and you get a little confidence going in. So that's got to be part of it here, is building him up right now, letting him know he's capable of getting us out of this jam. Nothing hurt.
Yeah, well, Remy Watcott, they don't use the term speed and his name in the same sentence, so that'd be a good one, home to first opportunity here. See how Coach Chad Avery pulls it. Looks like he's got the third baseman case in bracket. Well, he's right on the edge of the grass right now, as is Dylan Dyring at first.
Middle infield sitting at double play depth as Watcott stands in on the right side. Again, bases loaded here for San Juan. Top of the first inning, no score with one out. Edwards working out of the stretch. Out of the windup, actually, for the first time today as he misses high and away for ball one.
Yeah, maybe something different to try right there. See if he can't get more comfortable.
The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. Ball two. 2-0 hitters count to Watcott.
Landry kind of looking in the dugout, getting him I don't know.
2-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And again, Watcott was taken all the way.
Yeah,
you could tell he had no intention of swinging the bat right there.
371 hitter with 18 runs driven in. Got an opportunity here to boost that RBI count.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Good pitch from Edwards there.
Yeah, that's back-to-back strikes for Edwards, and a little bit of swagger now on the mound.
So 2-2 count. Bases loaded with 1 out. Misses high there for ball 3 and a full count.
Yeah, if you're Edwards and Gunnison, this is the pitch, and San Juan, this is the pitch for them because it puts that first run across.
Edwards going to step off the mound, wants to reset here.
.26 pitches already in the inning for Landry Edwards.
Watcott back in. The payoff pitch. Swung on, high pop up to the right side. Will get foul and out of play as Watcott battles.
And umpire, he held Edwards, told him wait, but then he had to get Watcott in the box. He was taking too much time and almost didn't get the bat back and totally ready as he fouls it back.
So count remains full with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the first. Again, the payoff pitch from Edwards. Swung on, chopped fouled on the third baseline as he continues to battle, does Watcott.
Big field here, 347 down the left field right line, 343 to right. Power alley and right's 388, left's 380, dead center 402 feet.
Edwards takes a side from Sorensen. Watcott calls time in the process.
Got a little breeze. I think maybe you can hear a little bit out of the kind of the southwest. Not supposed to be real high. Looking for a high around 75 today, they're saying.
Edwards, the payoff pitch for the third time. Fouled back to the screen for the third time by Remy Watcott.
And good piece of hitting right there. Late recognition, and he just gets just enough to foul it back.
Landry thinking to himself, what do I got to do to get this guy out? Throw him the whizzer, buddy.
Shakes off that sign. Again, the payoff pitch. Misses outside for ball 4, and a walks a run for San Juan as they strike first on the 5th straight base on balls issued. But if you're Coach Avery, at least some positives there. He had thrown 5 strikes in that at-bat.
Yep, he wasn't missing as badly. on the ones. And that last one was close. It was a good pitch.
What did we see? 3 foul balls, maybe 4 right there. Just a really good at bat, and San Juan's got the early 1-0 lead.
Kalen Hutchins at the plate now. First pitch swung on, ground ball to the left side, fielded it short by Knutson. Throw to second is bobbled, but it will be in time as Watcott had just gone to the turf about 15 feet before second base.
Willie talks about they slide early. That might have been a little early, but he was just getting down. Had he kept going, though, he might have been safe. They dropped the ball there.
Does bring in Nieves from third, though, so runners in the corners now for the Broncos as Watcott is out at second for out number 2 on the 6'4" fielder's choice hit into by Hutchins.
Jonas Jepson, a .262 hitter with 22 runs driven in.
Strike one there.
I think you got a phone call there.
Who was the player the other day? Did you see that in Major League Baseball that slid into third and his phone came out of his pocket?
Yep, I did see that. And right here what they're doing is it's first-third defense, so they've got the wristband, but the pitcher doesn't have it on the arm, so Edwards has to go to the back pocket to check the sign.
0-1 count here to Jepson. Breaking ball, misses high and away for ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning so far for San Juan. After 5 straight walks were issued, they did get a caught stealing for 1 out, and then the fielder's choice just a minute ago.
Keelan Hutchins 3 stolen bases on the season, so he
who just misses there does Edwards. Pretty good spot for ball 2.
Yeah, not a threat to steal there at first base either.
You give him a little break and he'd go.
2-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 3. So 3-1 hitters count. Runners in the corners with 2 outs. Pitch from Edwards. Misses inside for ball 4, and that will load him up again for San Juan.
Yeah, and I don't see anybody in the bullpen at all getting loose, so if Gunnison does at some point decide to make a change, they're going to be pulling someone from the field.
Yeah, I think it'd be probably either Axton or Bear, your corner outfielders there.
Dylan Dyring's got some
one of those 3.
Some experience.
Called strike 1 at the top of the zone. Yeah, visiting with Coach Avery before the game. That was kind of his intention, though. Likely a freshman would follow him up. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. Edwards back out of the windup. The 0-1 misses high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brant Bingham.
Brant Bingham, the DH, because of that bum knee. 354 average, 2 home runs, 22 runs driven in. He hurt that knee the day before the tournament.
That's a rough thing. Next pitch, drops in on the inside edge for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, and he might have to start throwing that curveball more, right? Sometimes we've seen pitchers, their primary pitch is the fastball. That's their go-to, but they've struggled with it, so they go to the secondary pitch, and that's been the most effective one.
1-2. Misses up for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Bingham.
So that's a 40th pitch for Landry.
Back in on the right side is Bingham. The 2-2 from Edwards. Check swing in the dirt. Picked up on the drop third strike, and he'll just step on home plate for the force out at home. And that will end it with the play by Waylon Sorensen on strike 3 to Brant Bingham for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Broncos strike first. They get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on no hits in the inning. No errors committed by Gunnison Valley in the process, and 3 runners left on base. Through 1/2 inning of play, it is San Juan 2, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com. Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
Welcome back here to BYU's Larry Miller Field as we go to the bottom of the first inning. 2-0. San Juan leads at Gunnison Valley. And the Bulldogs will bring the top of the order to the plate to this inning. Braxton Pickett, Axon Sorensen, and Dax Knutson. If they get to the fourth batter, the cleanup hitter is Waylon Sorensen. Baylor Nilsson on the mound for San Juan has an early 1-1 count to Pickett. Make it a called strike 2 on the outside half for the 1-2 count.
Braxton comes in with a .390 average, 2 home runs, 25 runs driven in. And like I say, 29 stolen bases. They want to keep him off the base path.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fly ball down the right field line. Will it stay fair? No, just a couple feet foul as Pickett hit with a long, loud strike.
But it would have been a triple.
At least.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, he was the second by the time that thing landed almost.
Yeah, Jonas Jepson out there in right field had a pretty good beat on it, but and he did field the bounce clean, but Pickett with his speed for sure would have been standing at third base.
Yes. So count remains 1-2.
I was going to say, too, that's a good sign when your hitters are going with the pitch, right? We're not trying to pull off an outside pitch and roll over the top.
Another high fly ball to right field. This time Jepson was over that way, and he will make the play for out number 1. So an F9 for Braxton Pickett. Fly out to right for the first out of the inning.
Every position on the field's got a number. Pitcher 1, catcher 2. First to third is 3, 4, 5. Your shortstop wears a 6. Outfield left to right, 7, 8, and 9. That F9 Robert talked about, fly out to your right fielder.
So 1 out as Axton Sorensen comes to the plate next for the Bulldogs.
Axton, a 303 coming in, 22 runs driven in.
Stands it on the right side. First pitch. This is high for ball 1.
Baylor Nielsen, good velocity. Got that tailing fastball going to right in on the right-handers. Saw a good curveball in the warm-ups.
Line drive here. 2 hopper to second base. Fielded by John. Throw to first is in time. Nice play from Jonah John for the 4-3 put out and the second out of the inning.
Yeah, smooth pickup there for Jonah Johns. Like I said, that was part of the conversation I had with Jens Nielsen about where they're going to put. They want to get some time for this young man.
Well, and you can see right now the approach to these Gunnison hitters is pitch them away. Gunnison doing their job. They're going with the pitch the other way, but defensively San Juan been there positioned and get the 2 outs.
So that brings Dax Knutson.
Dax, 345 hitter coming in, 4 home runs, 34 driven in.
Fouls that one back to the screen. Strike 2.
Knutson had some good at-bats yesterday, too, so even though he's down 0-2, he's a battler.
Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to appeal to the field umpire. Yes, he did. Knutson will go down with the check swing for out number 3 as Baylor Nilsson sets them down in order. 1, 2, 3 they go. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base through 1 inning of play. San Juan 2, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Attention all tech lovers. Tired of slow internet speed and constant buffering? Light Burst Broadband provides lightning-fast internet that will change the way you browse and stream online. With unlimited data and local same-day support, you'll never have to worry about buffering or slow connections again. Upgrade your internet today and enjoy seamless browsing and streaming like never before with Light Burst Broadband by G-Telco. 29 South Main in Gunnison. Visit their website or call 528-7236. 528-7236.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Kim, let's talk about auto parts at GIC.
Yeah, we're a CarQuest dealer here, and we've got in inventory probably close to $400,000 worth of parts in stock. And so if you need something you're trying to fix, come on in, and our guys back there are great at what they're doing, and they'll help you out and get that job done.
And if you don't happen to have the part they need, you can get it quickly, right?
Yeah, normally the next day.
Great. GIC and CarQuest in Gunnison.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Brigham Young University as we go to the top of the second inning in a 2-0 ball game. San Juan with the lead over Gunnison Valley in this one-loss semifinal game. And the 9-1 and 2 batters come to the plate this inning for the Broncos. Grady Lacey, Baylor Nielsen, Nash Young. The fourth batter would be Jagger Nieves. And an early 1-1 count here from Landry Edwards to Grady Lacey.
Yeah, Landry's just got to come out after that first inning and just start pitching to contact, challenge the hitters.
Fly ball into right center field. Axon Sorensen coming in as it tails toward him for out number 1 and F9 for Lacey for the first out of the inning.
Yep. Got the Axton on one side, the Bear on the other side with Mr. Pickett in between out there in the outfield for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs.
So it brings the top of the order to the plate with Baylor Nielsen.
Baylor, a .395 hitter coming in, 19 runs driven in.
The 1-1 pitch, thought about it, held off. Watches ball one go by high. Again, he walked in his first plate appearance, ended up striking out.
Right now, heading the count 2-0.
Jimmy ended up getting caught stealing in his first plate appearance. Next one will miss high for ball 3, so a 3-0 count now to Nielsen.
Well, when you throw out that first base stealer, it really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Called strike one there at the breaking ball on the outside edge.
Yeah, 3-0 breaking ball.
Yeah, true. It changes how you're going to run the bases for sure if you're Coach Nielsen. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, high, fly ball to the left side. Moving over is Bartholomew. Pickett will run right underneath him, and Bartholomew is able to make the play. And a little miscommunication there as they try to discuss how they need to handle that better next time around. So an F7 for Nielsen for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that could be kind of disastrous.
Well, that's Bartholomew's ball all the way, but Pickett being the senior, Bartholomew the freshman, I think just feeling like, hey, I got to go get that play. But trust your defense out there, your teammates, and they just got to communicate better.
First pitch to Nash Young. Good fastball for a strike on the outside edge. Edwards settling in.
Yeah, Nash walked and scored. Scored that first run.
Breaking ball got away from Edwards on that one for ball 1. Starting to work a little quicker.
Yep.
Getting into a rhythm is Edwards. Out of the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fly ball in the left field line will go foul. And out of play. Strike 2. 2-0 here in the top of the second. The 1-2 pitch from Edwards. Swung on, fly ball to left again. Bartholomew giving chase, dives, not going to get there. That one will curl towards the corner as Young rounds second. He's going to come to third easily. They're being waved home as Coach Nielsen waves him on. Knutson throw home is not in time. An inside the park home run down the left field line for Nash Young. 3-0 San Juan.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Bear Bartholomew, I think, forgot about the tail on the left-hand bat. Finally realized that and tried to make the dive and just couldn't get there.
Hey, made a great effort, but you got to realize with 2 outs, I just need to go over there, get it off the bounce. You're probably going to give up a double, but nothing beyond that.
So that'll bring Jagger Nieves to the plate now for the Broncos. 2 outs and nobody on base. 1 run across here for San Juan. Edwards will stay out of the windup. Sorensen settles in behind the plate. First pitch, misses low for ball 1. Well, in about a half hour, the first softball championship game will get underway. 1A, Milford and Altamont. 1-0 pitch here, swung on, fly ball into center field. Pickett is there, and they'll make the play for out number 3. So an F8 for Jagger Nieves for the third out of the inning, but San Juan adds to the lead as they get 1 run on 1 hit in the inning. No errors committed by Gunnison Valley, and no runners left on base through 1.5 innings of play. It is San Juan 3, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
For a wonderful shopping experience with quality and customer service that's second to none, visit Gunnison Market. The meat department carries the highest quality of meat in the United States, certified Angus beef, while the deli offers delicious made-from-scratch crab salad, coleslaw, and high-quality Columbus meats with no preservatives. The bakery features custom cakes for any occasion, cookies, rolls, and tasty donuts made fresh daily. For good old-fashioned friendly service, come see the difference at Gunnison Market in Gunnison.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back at it here at Brigham Young University as we go to the bottom of the second inning in a 3-0 ball game. San Juan leads at Gunnison Valley. The Bulldogs will bring the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate this inning. Waylon Sorensen, Dylan Dyring, and Landry Edwards. If they get to the 4th batter, that is Kason Brackett. Baylor Nielsen on the mound here for San Juan. Misses high on the first pitch to Sorensen.
Sorensen's the one batter they know they got to be cautious with.
Next one misses as well for ball 2. So a 2-0 hitters count. Nielsen, he's ready to go right now as Sorensen stepped out of the box. He's taking the sign and right into his motion. 2-0 pitch. On the inside edge for a called strike. 1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'd like to pitch that worked fast when I was in the batter's box.
I like it as a fielder even more. 2-1 pitch on the outside edge for a called strike.
I think 2. All the way around, the fans, you name it.
Everybody likes it.
Everybody likes it. Yep, go to work, challenge the hitters, go right after them.
I know your catchers like it.
2-2. Swung on, chopped foul to the left side as Sorensen just fought that one off.
Just protecting.
Yeah, and I was going to say at the beginning, he falls behind 2-0 and he comes back, evens the count at 2-2. But sometimes you can be too fine against a good hitter. You just got to go throw your stuff.
You got a 3-run lead.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Sorensen will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Baylor Nielsen.
43 on the season for Baylor Nielsen. He came in with 41. Just 13 walks.
Dylan Dyring will stand in on the left side now for Gunnison as they still look for their first base runner of the game.
Dylan, a 247 hitter to start the day.
First pitch from Nielsen. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A little zip right there on that one on the fastball on the outside part of the plate. Dyring just pulled off it.
He's got some deceptive velocity there. That ball gets on you in a hurry.
Got time called. So they reset on the mound as Dyring stands in on the left side. This is low and in for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dyring. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a called strike 2 and a 1-2 count. Coach Avery did say before the game, he just mentioned that Nielsen handcuffed Gunnison down in San Juan, down in Blanding earlier this year when they played. Gunnison won that game 4-3, but Nielsen threw well.
I was going to say both games, Gunnison got the win, both by 1 run.
Yeah.
And they were both low scoring, 4-3, 3-2, something like that.
5-4 was the second one, yep. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses high and away for ball 3, so a full count now to Dylan Dyring.
Dyring's 1-2 with some speed. You see him run if he gets on.
Payoff pitch, swung on, ground ball just fouled on the first base line as he battles to stay alive.
Well, he's already thrown more pitches in this inning than he did in the first inning. All total and just the 1 out.
So down there in Blanding, Baylor threw 5 2/3 in that game against Gunnison. He gave up 3 runs, just 2 earned on 5 hits. Had 7 Ks. One hopper to second base. Jonah John. Throw to first is in time off the bat of Dylan Dyring for a 4-3 putout and the second out of the inning.
Good defense. Jonah John does a nice job there at second base. And, we saw earlier the pitch where Dyring hits it foul. Remy Watcott dives, and if it would have been just another inch over, he might have had a double down the line.
Landry Edwards at the plate now, fouls off the first pitch for strike one. So I mentioned that softball game coming up because at 11 o'clock they will do the national anthem for that game, which will pause this game so that we can all honor and respect that event. High and tight there to Edwards for ball one.
Pay respects to Old Glory. A lot of history behind them stars and stripes.
Yes, there is. The 1-1 misses up on the breaking ball for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Edwards. Gunnison has hit the ball hard a couple of times here early. Just haven't found a hole yet. Next pitch is chopped foul to the left side for strike 2.
Yeah, we're seeing them just like that one. Hit foul balls that are just down the lines, trying to turn on pitches. They need to stay back, square it up, try to drive something in the left center, right center type gap up the middle here.
2-2 count with 2 outs. Nobody on base here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 San Juan leads Gunnison Valley. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on. High fly ball into center field. Young has a bead. Settles right on the middle of the Y and makes the play for out number 3. So an F8 for Edwards as he flies out to center field to end the inning. And Nielsen sits him down in order. 1, 2, 3 they go. No runs, no hits, no errors. No runners left on base through 2 innings of play. It is San Juan 3, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, to the top of the third inning we go here at BYU in Provo. San Juan leading Gunnison Valley 3-0. And the Broncos will bring the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate. Creed Herring, Remy Watcott, and Kalen Hutchins. If they get to the 4th batter, that'll be Jonas Jepson. Landry Edwards on the mound for Gunnison Valley. And on the right side is Herring. First pitch on the outside edge, strike 1.
Yeah, and since that first inning, Edwards has been pretty good. Just like right there, starting first pitch strike.
The 0-1 pitch, swung on. One hop to Dax Knutson at shortstop. Throw to first is in time for the 6-3 putout and the first out of the inning. Yeah, if we walked the first 5 batters, did Landry Edwards, and able to get out of it, only giving up 2 runs in that inning before the inside the park home run last inning made it a 3-0 ball game.
And the leadoff runner, Baylor Nelson, had he not got thrown out stealing, then he might have scored as well.
Yeah, true. First pitch to Watcott on the outside edge for strike 1.
I told Nolan on Thursday that I'm pretty sure we'd see at least one inside the park home run during this tournament. They just waited till the last day.
Swing and a miss there on the breaking ball for strike 2. So got him over the top of that one for the 0-2 count.
Remy, 371 coming in, 18 runs driven in.
They'll stand back into the right side. Edwards was quickly into his motion before Watcott was close to being ready in the box, and the umpire went ahead and stopped it. Now he gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 from Edwards. Swung on and fouled back out of play towards the softball field as he battles to stay alive.
0 for 1 looking for his first hit is Remy Watcott.
Yeah, if it hits the shroud up here. Beware it. A lot of them come right back.
Yeah, not 0 for 1, sorry. He walked. He was out at second base on the fielder's choice. So 0 for 0, but
0 for 0, yep.
Second plate appearance.
So an 0-2 count as he fouls off another one. He's battling up there, is Watcott. Edwards takes the sign. The 0-2. Swung on. He's going to foul this one back out of play as well.
And it was Remy's at bat that put that first run in, right? Because of the foul balls, just like we've seen right there, just continue to fight pitches off.
Well, I said it coming in. He's been a tough out.
Yeah, that's both plate appearances here in this game. He's had 3 foul balls after the 2-strike count. Again, the 0-2. Make it 4 on this one.
Yeah, just continues to fight pitches off.
Fouls that one straight back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. Edwards quickly into his motion. Swung on, line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 2 hops out there to Bartholomew, and a 1-out single for Remy Watcott.
Just a second hit in the ball game for the San Juan Broncos.
Hutchins, he hit a ground ball to the shortstop last time up on the fielder's choice. So he got Remy out at second base.
Yep, 344 hitter coming in, 2 home runs, 21 runs driven in.
Watcott with a 2-step lead. Extends it out a little bit. First pitch to Hutchins. Waylon Sorensen, I think, asking where that one was, like I am. Must have missed low.
That's the only place it could have.
Yeah.
Stayed down.
Coming set is Edwards, the 1-0 pitch. That one does miss low for ball 2. 2-0 hitters counting now for Hutchins. Yeah, Hutchins was actually first pitch swinging.
Yeah, he was
after
all those walks.
walks.
I know. And he almost got and hit into a double play there.
Got a balk called on Edwards. Wave off the pitch.
Well, first balk of the season for Landry Edwards, but the 8th freebie already.
We've seen 2 or 3 balks too in this tournament.
Yes, we have.
Might have been a double play ball had the balk not been called as Hutchins hit a sharp one to third base. But instead it's back to a 2-0 count now with the runner in scoring position. 1 out. Pitch from Edwards. Swung on. Deep fly ball to left. Bartholomew drifts back and makes the play for out number 2. So an F7 for Kalen Hutchins for the second out of the inning. Brings Jonas Jepson to the plate now for the Broncos.
Jonas, 262 average to start the day with 22 runs driven in.
Yeah, and it's going to take something probably. I mean, outfield's still pretty deep all the way around, but it's going to take something down the line or in a gap to score Watcott from second. As they're bringing in the outfielders now.
First pitch swinging, chopped fouled on the third base line for strike 1.
Something like that would have done it had it stayed fair.
So an 0-1 count. That one stayed in play, so they've got to wait a little bit to get it off. Is that Coach Avery that went to get it?
He goes and gets them all.
0-1 pitch swung on, line drive into center field. That'll drop down in front of Pickett. They'll hold Watcott at third, but it is a 2-out single for Jonas Jepson. Runners on the corners now for San Juan.
Yeah, I felt like it had to be in a gap or down a line to score him as Pickett, the center fielder, coming in, who's got a strong arm, fields it clean, and Coach Nelson holding up Watcott there at third base.
So it brings to the plate now Brant Bingham for the Broncos with 2 outs and 2 on. Here in the top of the third inning, San Juan leading 3-0 over Gunnison Valley.
354 to start the day for Brant Bingham. 2 home runs, 22 runs driven in.
Went down swinging in his first at-bat in this one.
And you're not going to see, in my opinion, Jepson go anywhere from first base.
First pitch swinging here, fouls it down the right field line for strike 1.
First, third situation, 2 out. Gunnison's going to throw him out if he goes.
Yeah, Watcott's not a big threat to even take off right on the throw.
Yeah, Jonas Jepson, no stolen bases on the season.
Next pitch swung on, ground ball to the left side, fielded at third. The throw to first is high, but a jumping and landing on the bag from Dylan Dyring off the throw from Case and Brackett for out number 3 on the 5-3 put out. So the Broncos threaten, but they do not score. No runs on 2 hits, no errors committed by Gunnison Valley, and 2 runners left on base. They're 2.5 innings of play. It is San Juan 3, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to a 3-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the third inning. San Juan leading Gunnison Valley, and the Bulldogs bring the 7-8-9 batters to the plate this inning. First pitch swinging and missing is Case and Brackett for strike 1. He'll be followed by Crew Hansen and Porter Coleman. If they get to the fourth batter, the leadoff hitter is Braxton Pickett. Baylor Nilsson has been dealing on the mound for San Juan, sitting him down in order so far. Had a breaking ball drop in there for strike 2 to Brackett.
Casing a 284 hitter coming in.
0-2 pitch, chases the high one for strike 3. He'll go down swinging for the first down of the inning. Third strikeout of the game for Baylor Nilsson.
Yeah, and Gunnison still looking for their first hit. Like you said, they're just going down in order, haven't even had a base runner yet.
And we've talked about they've hit the ball square a few times, but when they've done that, it's been right at guys.
We've got action in the bullpen down the line for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs.
You got your monocular?
I got it.
See if you can get a number for us here. Ball 1 is thrown to Crew Hansen. So a 1-0 count. Ground ball to the right side. Charging is John. Fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time for the 4-3 put out and the second out of the inning.
That'll bring up Porter Coleman.
Number 9 batter here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and he started game 1 yesterday for the Bulldogs on the mound.
He's played a good second base all year for Gunnison.
I think it's 17.
That'd be Bear Bartholomew then down there warming up. First pitch misses low for ball 1.
And I think that's just in case, right?
Yeah.
Because Edwards, put up 2, done pretty good job, put up his first 0 last inning. So that's only to have someone ready in case, which is wise. You don't want to get in a situation and come in cold.
Foul ball by Coleman makes it a 1-1 count with 2 outs and nobody on. Ground ball, chopper back to the pitcher. Nilsson fields it. The flip to first is in time, and another 1-2-3 inning for Baylor Nilsson. As Gunnison Valley comes up, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Through 3 complete, it is San Juan 3, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Let's cover the perfect solution for memorable vacations, short road trips, or making travel memories with family and friends. Just be sure to purchase your next new or used vehicle at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield will make sure you get properly outfitted. On road, across town, or cross country, try the Jorgensen experience, available only at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford Richfield. Memory makers and thrill seekers wanted.
Lazy D Pawn in Centerfield is the premier auction house in central Utah with monthly auctions during the fall, winter, and spring. You can consign your items to be sold at auction, or when you're looking to add to your collections, or you just need some tools, maybe a new-to-you gun, or even an ATV, you can see what will be up for auction monthly at the shop on Main Street in Centerfield, at the Lazy D Auctions Facebook page, or at lazydauctions.com. And be sure to let Lazy D Pawn help you with your estate auctions. Lazy D Pawn in Centerfield, the go-to source for your auction needs.
We understand that debt happens. Let's lighten your load. Visit macu.com/debt happens to get started.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
It's a new age of storage at Mason Storage Utah and Aurora. Manage, rent, and pay self, RV, and boat storage online 24/7. Check it out today at masonstorageutah.com or call for reservation rates and information 435-529-7445. Rent storage in May and get 2 months of free storage at Mason Storage Utah, just east of Mason Machinery, 618 East Center Street in Aurora. Click masonstorageutah.com or call 435-529-7445.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, after that pause for the national anthem for the historic inaugural 1A state championship softball game between Milford and Altamont, we now are back to the action here as we go to the top of the fourth inning with San Juan leading Gunnison Valley 3-0. And the Broncos will bring to the plate the 9-1 and 2 batters. Brady Lacey, Baylor Nilsson, Nash Young. If they get to the fourth batter, that's Jagger Nieves. Landry Edwards on the mound for Gunnison. Misses high and tight for ball one. Next one swung on. Line drive into right center field. Is going to drop in for a base hit. They had moved Pickett over to be in that spot.
I was going to say, that's a base hit all the way, and then you look up and you're like, oh, Pickett's standing right there, so he was in position. But, yeah, just too much of a line drive. He had to just field it off the one bounce.
So a leadoff single for Grady Lacey brings Baylor Nilsson to the plate now for the Broncos. Short lead at first so far for Lacey. About a step is all off the bag. First pitch to Nilsson, misses high for ball one.
Well, and look at how the outfield's playing Nilsson. Left center, center's on the left side, and then right field just straight up. So huge gap in right center and down the lines.
Yeah.
Yep.
1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike one on the breaking ball for a 1-1 count.
Almost felt like maybe he thought same thing. I can get it down the left field line, and I can run for a while.
Yeah.
Really pulled off that pitch, trying to pull it.
Short lead again by Lacey. The 1-1 from Edwards. Swung on, and a 5-6 hole ground ball going to get into left field. Off the bat of Baylor Nilsson, picked up by Bartholomew, and back-to-back singles to start the inning for the Broncos.
Yep, good piece of hitting there by Nielsen. Just took that pitch down and in and drove it hard between the shortstop and third baseman.
Well, Nash Young scored twice. He's 2 of their 3 runs out there coming to the plate.
Yep, he had the walk that scored the first run of the game, and then in the second inning, the inside the park home run. He'll stand in on the left side. Neither runner getting much of a lead. First pitch from Edwards, swung on, high, fly ball into shallow center field. Knutson going out, Pickett coming in. Knutson is there, and he will make the play. Great play by Dax Knutson. He had to go a long ways.
Well, he really did, and good communication because Knutson was going for it all the way, called it. Pickett should have called him off. And
I don't know that Pickett saw it immediately because he took a while to come.
Yeah, but at the end, still that's his ball. He's got to communicate, call it off, but he wisely stayed back, let Knutson go make the play.
So 1 out in the inning on the F6. Fly out to the shortstop as Jagger Nieves comes to the plate.
I concur with all of that.
Nieves 0 for 1 in the game as Edwards shakes off the sign.
366 coming in.
Shakes off the next one, and Nieves will go ahead and call time.
And Gunnison uses the headset. They're calling the pitches from the dugout, so obviously that's coming in. But Edwards didn't like the pitch that was called. Still doesn't. Shaking off again.
First pitch in the dirt outside, and it's going to get by Sorensen as both runners will move up on the wild pitch. So 2 in scoring position now for Jagger Nieves. Ball one thrown to Jagger. One out with that pitch. Edwards will now move to work from the windup.
It's pitch number 79 for Landry.
The 1-0. This is low and away for ball two. 2-0 hitters count.
Coach Avery pulling the infield in on the grass, too. They don't want to give up any more runs. Right now, they're trailing 3-0 and still yet to have a hit themselves.
The 2-0. That one plunks him to load the bases. So the hit by pitch will send Nieves to first. And one out with the bases loaded here for San Juan.
That's an even 10 freebies already given up by the Bulldogs. Here as we bat the fourth inning.
Corners will stay in on the grass for Gunnison Valley as the middle infield drops to double play depth. Creed Herring comes to plate, the cleanup hitter for San Juan. He's 0 for 1 in the game. He walked in the first inning and then hit into a 6-3 ground out to lead off the third.
.491 average to start the day, a home run and 31 runs driven in for the freshman.
Edwards out of the windup, first pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, strike one.
Yeah, so far, he walked him, but then the ground out. He's done a pretty good job pitching to Herring, but Herring's he's a dangerous hitter in a dangerous spot right here with loaded bases.
The 0-1. Misses off the plate outside for ball one.
Well, I'd heard a lot about the freshman phenom for the San Juan Broncos. I've been impressed. He's everything he's been billed. And then some.
1-1 count with one out and the bases loaded. The pitch from Edwards. Swung on, line drive, through for a base hit into center field. One run comes in, make it 2 runs as Nilsson rounds third. Nieves will stroll into third standing up as he goes 2 bases on the play, and it's a 2-run single for Creed Herring. 5-0 San Juan here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, Herring comes through with the pitch. He just takes that pitch out over the plate, drives it the other way, and like you said, picks up 2 RBIs and gives Gunnison now San Juan the 5-0 lead over Gunnison.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. And we've watched that in the tournament so far, Coach. Yeah, he just takes the pitch where it's pitched, doesn't overswing, and just, 2-hopper to right center field.
So that will bring Remy Watcott to the plate now for the Broncos.
Not sure what's going on here. We got a meeting between San Juan coach and the umpire.
I don't know what he's discussing.
Well, Herring, the catcher, did they?
Yeah, I think they brought a speed-up runner in for him.
So I think that's what he's telling him, that, hey, he's the catcher. It's just a speed-up runner. I'm not going to I'm not pinch running and then going to re-enter him. So maybe just some clarifications, my guess.
So Liam Lacey is the runner for San Juan. Coach Avery wants to know what they were talking about now.
I mean, it ain't that tough a thing, is it? Unless he wasn't. Maybe he wrote something down wrong to start with.
Right. Coach Avery, whatever his case is in this one, trying to plead it. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing that's what it was. At first he thought maybe it was just a pinch runner, but it's going to be just a speed-up runner for the catcher.
I can say I just took a look at the lineup card to make sure what they had there.
Swing and a miss there for Watcott. The only thing I can think of, Will, as you mentioned that lineup card, is he didn't write any substitutes down.
Yep.
They're all listed down below, but he didn't fill it out on the side. I don't know.
Yeah, and he probably just said same thing. Hey, all my subs are listed.
Yeah.
They're on the card.
But that's the only thing I can think of that it would have been a question right there. Coach Avery's back out with something else as Waylon Sorensen went out to the mound to visit with Landry Edwards.
Maybe telling him to mound visit potentially. That's his one per inning as far as catcher. Anything else, they don't give him any more to get one visit offensively as well.
The 0-1. In the dirt outside, it gets past Sorensen. Edwards forgot to cover, so they'll come in to score easily on the wild pitch and makes it now 6-0 San Juan.
Well, a wild pitch and a mental mistake there by Landry Edwards.
Yeah, because they actually had a chance at him because the ball bounced back hard to Sorensen. Makes it a 1-1 count now to Watcott.
Herring moved up to second.
Now Coach Avery's going to call time. The scoreboard shows 1-0.
I'm going to put him on right here.
And go ahead and give the IBB.
Take the chance of getting a force out at any base and maybe get a double play and get out of this inning.
Coach Avery trying to talk to Landry Edwards on the mound from the dugout.
Landry's at 85 pitches.
6-0 San Juan here in the top of the fourth. Kalen Hutchins at the plate. First pitch. Did it hit him? Umpire says it did not as it goes to the backstop on the wild pitch, and that moves the runners.
Yeah, it almost looked like it did, but he got just in front of the balls that went behind him, like you said, at the backstop, so that takes off the force out or the double play.
Well, when the wheels come off the wagon,
there's a replay.
The axle goes as well. That's kind of what's happened here so far. Well, them softballers are an excitable bunch, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
You play a little colored ball over there. I guess that makes it more exciting.
Swing and a miss there for Hutchins for strike one and a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on here for San Juan, leading 6-0 as the Bulldogs have pulled the infield in on the grass to cut off any potential run at home. Here's the 1-1 from Edwards. Swung on, high fly ball to left. Bartholomew coming in and will make the play. They do tag up. The throw home is just enough offline, and it gets past to Sorensen. Watcott takes off for third, and he will move up on the throwing air, and it makes it now a 7-0 ball game with another runner 90 feet away, 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, Bear took a second step. That one you just gotta fire it to your cutoff man, no hesitation, and it cost him.
Yes, sac fly for Kalen Hutchins.
First pitch swinging now is Jepson. Ground ball to the left side. Gets under the glove of Kason Brackett. I'm not sure he would have been able to make the play anyways.
Well, and I'm really shocked at the base running there at third because 2 outs. Nobody's going to throw you out at home or try to when it's a force out at first base. So you got to be coming home, in my opinion, right there if you're standing at third base.
Well, they give him an error on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the play's at first base, but then with the error, he's not able to score. So Gunnison, in my mind, catches a break right there.
And there's really been 2 errors in the inning because of the error that happened on the throw home. Allowed Watcott to even move to third to begin with. Brant Bingham at the plate now, the 9th batter of the inning here for San Juan. First one misses low and away for ball 1. Because Watcott didn't move on the throw. He didn't move until it got past Sorensen on that play. Seven 7-0 here for San Juan. Next pitch swung on, fly ball into right field. And that one's going to drop down in front of Axton Sorensen. That brings Watcott in. Going first to third on the play is Jepson. And the Broncos hit through the order with an RBI single from Brant Bingham in the 10th batter of the inning coming to the plate. Grady Lacey, who led the inning off with a single into right center field. Braxton Pickett moves right where he hit it last time. 5 runs in the inning, 8-0. San Juan here in the top of the 4th. Edwards sets. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
2 outs. They just got to get an out, get a ground ball, field it cleanly, get an out somewhere, fly ball, or a plate out right here, get out of this jam.
Next pitch is swung on, ground ball up the middle, gets past Edwards. Knutson picks it up. The throw to first is not in time. Oh, and he dropped it. Dyring dropped it.
I'm not sure even if he doesn't drop it. I think sliding head first, they were maybe going to call him safe. We'll see the replay.
Well, they give it an error on the scoreboard.
And I think he was safe anyways.
But they do go ahead and give the error. And Coach Avery's out of the dugout. They're going to take the ball out of his hands. Bear Bartholomew coming from left. We'll take the break for the pitching change. 9-0 at San Juan. They still have runners at first and second with 2 outs when we come back here in the top of the 4th on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating, and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com. Attention Class A CDL drivers. For a great career choice of steady, reliable, home everyday work, Savage Services is for you. Savage offers the opportunity to earn $80,000 to $100,000 yearly plus quarterly bonuses, a $5K retention bonus, $5K relocation pay, and 30-day housing for qualified drivers. They also offer full benefits, PTO, profit sharing, 401ks, and more. Savage takes care of team members. Apply at driveforsavage.com. That is drive4savage.com for price and Salina job listings.
Live high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at BYU in Provo as Bear Bartholomew takes over on the mound for Landry Edwards. They'll just trade places as Edwards heads out to left field. And it's a 9-0 San Juan lead. They've got runners at first and second. 3 errors in the inning for Gunnison Valley has made the inning longer with Baylor Nilsson out at the plate, the leadoff batter for the second time this inning. Watches ball one go by outside.
Well, this is big because the 10th run stands at second base. You know, San Juan gets a 10-run lead and then is able to hold Gunnison over the next 2. They could end this one in 5.
And they're trying to maybe look at saving some pitches for Baylor Nilsson as they send somebody down to the bullpen. Ball 2 there. I'm sure they wouldn't complain if they could start Baylor in the championship game as well.
But you can't count your chickens till they're hatched, right, Willie?
That's right.
2-0 count. Over the years, there's been some crazy games.
Yeah. Well, just that. You try to save pitches and you end up using more.
Huge hack from Nilsson for strike one.
Yeah, I'm what you said. I was just about to say that you can't discount anything in this kind of a stress-filled atmosphere.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Fouled back to the screen for strike 2 from Nilsson. To Nilsson. So Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 9-0. San Juan here in the top of the 4th inning. Deep breath from Bartholomew. The 2-2 pitch. Held off on ball 3 high. Full count. Altamont's getting it done early in that one over there in that inaugural 1A state championship softball game. They're up 5-0 right now in the top of the 1st inning over Milford. 2 outs and 2 on. Here's the payoff pitch now from Bartholomew. On the outside edge for a called strike 3, and Nilsson will go down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Bear Bartholomew on the first batter he sees. But the Broncos add to their lead in a big way as they get 6 runs in the inning. They do so on just 4 hits in the inning. 3 errors committed by the Bulldogs and 2 runners left on base. Through 3.5 innings of play, we're halfway home, and it's San Juan 9, Gunnison Valley 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
For carpet, flooring, windows, or glass at rock bottom prices, Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring in Richfield is the logical choice with a huge inventory and the service to back it up. From quality flooring to expert window and glass installation and even sheds, Shepherd's knows how to upgrade your home. Shop in person Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 410 North Main, Richfield, or click shepherdscarpets.com to shop online. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, quality, service, and prices you just can't beat.
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Now welcome back here to BYU as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Gunnison Valley looking for some offense here with Baylor Nilsson still dealing for San Juan. The Bulldogs wing the top of the order to the plate. Braxton Pickett, slow ground ball to the left side. It'll be picked up with a bare hand, and safe at first is Braxton Pickett.
They weren't going to get him anyway.
I would agree.
More than anything, that takes that zero off the hits and maybe gives Gunnison a little bit of life here.
So Pickett with the infield single down the third base line.
Yep, they give him the hit on the scoreboard. So
first base runner of the day for Gunnison Valley.
We don't have to go over there and wrestle him.
So that'll bring Axton Sorensen to the plate now for Gunnison Valley. First pitch swung on, fly ball into right field. Right there is Jepson, and he will make the play for out number one. So an F9 for the first out of the inning. Brings Dax Knutson to the plate.
Dax, 345 hitter to start the day. He's had 4 home runs, 34 runs driven in. He'd like to come up with something in a gap somewhere to pick up number 35 right here. Get him on the scoreboard.
Two-step lead for Pickett. Breaking ball on the outside edge, strike one.
Yeah, and good patience right there. Knutson lets the first pitch curveball go rather than maybe chasing a pitch that's not his.
Throw to first, not in time as Pickett dives back safely.
And Herring's quick. He gets the ball down to second base quick.
Pickett takes off on the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Filtered by Watcott. The flip to Nilsson is in time for out number 2. Pickett does move into scoring position, though, on the 3-1 put out.
Good play defensively right there. Sometimes you see that flip and the pitcher cover and it doesn't go the way you want, but right there.
He gets looking down for
nice
the base
defense
before he gets the ball in the glove, and you can have a regular catastrophe there.
Well, and you've got Baylor Nilsson, who's just smart, right? He PFPs, you practice that. He's doing his job on any ball hit that way, gets over there and covers.
Brings Waylon Sorensen to the plate with an RBI opportunity with Pickett at second. First pitch swung on, line drive, fly ball into right center field. That one's going to be down for a hit. Pickett scores easily. Sorensen's on his way to second. A sliding stop in center field by Young. Sorensen looking for the triple. The throw is not in time as he slides in safely with an RBI triple to right center field. And the Bulldogs are on the board.
And I was just going to say before that pitch that I'm really shocked that Coach Jens Nilsson with the base open didn't just put him on. It doesn't cost you any pitches.
Yeah.
Instead, they choose to pitch to him, and he makes him pay.
Well hit ball. Young got that in quick. It was a great slide to stop the ball. Sorensen, though, never hesitated. He was looking for that triple, and he got it. Dylan Dyring at the plate. Watches strike one go by on the outside edge.
Dylan, 247 hitter starting the day. He's driven in 16. He wants number 17 standing there at third base.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Going to be hard to do with a swing like that. Kind of an excuse me there. I think he was fooled on that curveball.
0-2 count. Chokes up on the bat, does Dyring. Swing and a miss. Strike three. He'll go down swinging for the third out of the inning. Fourth strikeout of the game for Baylor Nilsson, but the Bulldogs are on the board as they get one run on 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by San Juan, and one runner left on base. Through 4 complete in this 2A state one-loss baseball semifinal. It is San Juan 9, Gunnison Valley 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said,
The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
And we're the owners and operators of Freedom Ford in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Welcome back here to BYU as we go to the top of the fifth inning. San Juan leading Gunnison Valley 9-1. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming to the plate this inning for the Broncos. Nash Young, Jagger Nieves, and Creed Herring. If they get to the fourth batter, that's Remy Watcott. Bear Bartholomew on the mound for Gunnison. Got a called strike one. Line drive now here off the glove of Brackett at third base. Into left field it goes. And Nash Young will reach on the air to lead off the inning.
Fourth error in the ball game. And the 18th freebie already given up by Gunnison in the ball game.
So they ended up ruling that a hit. That's an error.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to catch that.
Right at you.
Right. Well, it hits right off the glove. He just didn't get it in the pocket there.
Young takes a short lead at first right now as Jagger Nieves comes to the plate. Two-step lead now for Young. First pitch from Bartholomew misses high on the breaking ball for ball one.
The big thing for Gunnison was they were able to get one run, right? I mean, they get the strikeout to end the inning and not let San Juan get to 10, but then they come up and get at least one run. So they're hoping to get a 0 and then just kind of chip away at this 9-1 lead.
1-0 pitch, swung on, ground ball to the left side, fielded by Brackett. Throw to second is in time, throw to first is not in time. They do get the lead runner on the 5-4. Fielder's choice for out number one.
And Nieves gets down the line quickly.
He knows how to run.
Yeah.
Especially if you put pigskin in his hand.
And some pads, right?
That'll bring Creed Herring to the plate now for the Broncos. He stands it on the right side.
Don't let the animal rights activists hear you talking about pigskins and cowhides. And
first pitch, called strike one to the top part of the zone to Herring.
Well, Herring came up big. If you remember, he had that loaded bases single, picked up 2 RBIs.
Came in hitting .491 with a home run.
0-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen for strike two.
He got his 32nd and 33rd RBI on that hit the coach is talking about there.
So an 0-2 count. Short lead for Young. The 0-2 pitch misses way high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bear Bartholomew in relief of Landry Edwards.
Tough day for Landry. It's hard to pitch with a bum thumb.
1-2. Just misses off the plate outside for ball two and a 2-2 count.
Bill Herring probably knows the strike zone better than any of us. You know, he's been catching back there the whole game, but that one was close.
Nieves takes the lead.
3 stolen bases on the season. Oh, no. 10 for Nieves.
Off the plate outside again for ball three and a full count now to Herring. So a 3-2 full count. 1 out, 1 on.
Coach Avery had the dugout hollering to the umpire. Didn't like the last 2 pitches.
Here's the payoff pitch as Nieves takes off, misses high for ball 4, and the throws goes into center field. Pickett was way over into left center. That one goes to right center. Nieves is going to score off of the air, and going from home to third on a base on balls is Creed Herring for San Juan. It's now 10-1, and the 10-run lead is 90 feet away with 1 out.
Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Because Pickett was way over into left center field. That ball tailed right center field, and easy to take the extra bases for the Broncos.
4th error in the ball game for Gunnison.
They will bring on the speed-up runner Liam Lacey.
Yeah, Coach Avery's going to be told no more and got sent to the dugout. Another assistant coach down there in the end of the dugout got told to stay in the dugout by the third base ump as well. So motion's running high. This is it for either of these teams.
Remy Watt caught at the plate as Gunnison pulls the infield in on the grass. Ball 1 high and tight.
They do have the 2 outs. Is that right? No.
1 out.
Just the
just
one.
The one, yep.
Just one. The 1-0 pitch swung on. That'll be fouled back out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Imagine that. Remy Watt caught fouling something off. Can't hardly believe that. The guy's been wearing out the pitching staff for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs, fouling off pitches.
7 foul balls after a 2-strike count in this game for Watcott. The 1-1 pitch here. Misses outside for ball 2.
Some of the best at-bats in the tournament for Watcott.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the breaking ball.
Yeah, good looking pitch from Bartholomew right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 5th inning. 10-1. San Juan leads Gunnison Valley. Winner moves on to play Kanab in the 2A state championship. Here's the 2-2 from Bartholomew. Misses outside for ball 3 and a full count.
Might want to come back to that off-speed pitch if you're Bear on this one.
Next pitch swung on, sharply hit to second. Coleman fields at the throw home, and they will easily get the run at home for out number 2 on the 4-2 fielder's choice.
Well, and that one infield in, and that was a contact play. He's going regardless, and just a nice play. No chance to get him, he had no chance to score. He was out all the way.
So 2 outs now in the inning. Watcott at first with Kalen Hutchins coming to the plate.
And what that does is it keeps you from being 10 runs potentially.
Called strike 1 at the top of the zone. Yeah, that's a big out. We were talking about Jagger Nieves. Football player. He'll go to Utah Tech to play football this fall. 0-1 on the outside edge, or 1-0 on the outside edge for strike 1. Now a 1-1 count.
Yep, Bear just coming in throwing strikes. Got a strikeout as he come in to end the 4th.
The scoreboard had that 0-2.
Swung on, line drive up the middle. Coleman is there for out number 3 on the L4 from Kalen Hutchins for the 3rd out of the inning. San Juan, though, does add to their lead as they get 1 run in the inning. They do so on no hits in the inning. 1 error committed by Gunnison Valley. Make that 2 errors by Gunnison Valley in the process. And 1 runner left on base through 4.5 innings of play. It is San Juan 10, Gunnison Valley 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Round to the bottom of the fifth inning we go. 10-1, San Juan leads at Gunnison Valley. And the Bulldogs will bring to the plate this inning the 6, 7, and 8 batters. Landry Edwards, Kason Brackett, and Crew Hansen. If they get to the fourth batter, that is Porter Coman. And Edwards drives one into left field to lead off the inning for the Bulldogs. A leadoff single.
Third hit in the ball game.
Yeah, Edwards had 2 hits yesterday. Just continues to swing the bat well for the Bulldogs.
Brings Kason Brackett to the plate.
Kason, a 284 hitter to start the day with 5 runs driven in. Andrew with 8 stolen bases out there at first base.
Short lead for Edwards. First pitch swinging is Brackett. Fly ball to right center field, giving chase is Young, and he will run it down for out number 1. So an F8 for Brackett for the first out of the inning.
Nash Young covers a lot of ground out there in center field for Coach Jens Nielsen and the San Juan Broncos.
Brings Crew Hansen to the plate now for Gunnison Valley.
We saw that speed earlier in the ball game here on that inside the Parker.
Yes.
Crew, a 333 hitter to start the day.
First pitch misses up for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 in the game and grounded out to second 2 innings ago.
And Crew DHing today. We saw him yesterday in the last game playing shortstop.
High fly ball to right field. Going back is Jepson, and he will make the play for out number 2. So an F9 for Hansen for the second out of the inning.
Well, this kind of way Gunnison ended up yesterday, had a lot of fly balls, not getting out on top of that baseball.
And that will bring Porter Coleman to the plate.
Well, their 3 hits were the infield single from Pickett, and then right center field, a line shot from Waylon Sorensen, and then Landry Edwards hits a line shot into left field.
First pitch in the dirt outside for ball 1.
Looked like he threw something a little different there, really tried to overthrow maybe a curveball as it bounced in the other side of the left-handed batter's box, but Creed Herring out there to scoop it.
1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses in. 4-2. Had a good drop on it to drop it back down towards the zone, but didn't cut inside enough.
Maybe just trying to overthrow that pitch.
52 pitches for Baylor Nielsen thus far in the ball game.
The 2-0. Swung on. Fly ball down the right field line is foul and out of play. For strike 1.
Makes it down there to the bleachers, and nobody's, well, we got some down in the left-hand side, but nobody in the right side. I guess those are chairs down there, though. So right side, you're literally the only bleachers here. So
yeah, no
one
wants to sit in those.
They want the backrest.
Swing and a miss there.
Strike 2 for the 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runner on first here for Gunnison Valley after a leadoff single by Landry Edwards. Gets a short lead at first. Extends it out to about 2.5 steps. Next pitch, Edwards takes off. The throw down to second is, nope, they called Bach first.
Yep.
So wave off ball 3.
Baylor's kind of distraught about it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The result's the same, but he gets another pitch, so it saves him a pitch instead.
And that's first free one given up by San Juan in the ball game.
Yeah, good point. They've been playing clean baseball.
I said they don't hurt themselves as a rule.
We've talked for years about their hitting, but as you said, in the field, they're getting it done. Good pitching as that one misses away to Coleman for ball 3 and a full count.
Yeah, Coleman doing a nice job of laying off that pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Porter started today at 323. Got 12 RBIs. He's looking number 13 out there at second base.
Ground ball to the left side, fielded by Hutchins off the bag. Throw to first is in time for the 5-3 putout and the third out of the inning. Gunnison Valley threatens, but they do not score. No runs on one hit, no errors by San Juan, and 1 runner left on base. Through 5 complete. It is San Juan 10, Gunnison Valley 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Barrett's Foodtown has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Barrett's Foodtown supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jason Morrell, manager at Cache Valley Bank in Nephi, Utah. Now is a great time to think about your financial goals, and Cache Valley Bank can help. Maybe you need a loan to update your home, purchase a vehicle, or expand your business or farm. Or maybe you just need a place to keep your funds safe and secure without all the fees. We've got you covered. We are located throughout Utah. Come by and let us help. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, we go to the top of the 6th inning in a 10-1 ball game. San Juan leading Gunnison Valley, and the Broncos bring the 7, 8, 9 batters to the plate this inning. Jonas Jepson, Brant Bingham, and Grady Lacey. Bear Bartholomew on the mound for Gunnison Valley. First pitch misses high to Jepson for ball 1.
Jepson 262 to start the day.
1 for 2 in the game here. A walk, a single, reached on an air, and scored a run. The 1-0 misses off the plate outside for ball 2 and a 2-0. Hitters count now for Jepson.
You know, this San Juan team, they hit the ball really well, but the reason they do, in my mind, is they're patient. They work counts to their favor, and they get their pitch.
That one catches the inside edge for strike 1. If you're watching, you think, oh, that looked like it was right on his body. Well, he's right on the plate.
He moved up on that pitch, too.
Yeah, he slid into it almost. So a 2-1 count. Pitch from Bartholomew. Misses off outside for ball 3 and a 3-1. Hitters count now for Jepson.
Well, as a hitter, if you've got the ability to get the hands through on a fastball on the inside part of the plate, it makes it tough to pitcher because you can, and now that you cover the whole plate, and pitchers are wondering, where do I throw it?
3-1. That one's in there for a called strike 2 and a full count to Jepson. Coach Nilsson down the line, telling him to drive through one right here. The payoff pitch from Bartholomew. Swung on, slow chopper up the middle, down the right for first base line, picked up by Waylon Sorensen, and it's in time on the throw to Dyring, the first base coach for San Juan, saying it came off the bag. Dyring with some fancy footwork, able to come back down on it in the process. Got to take another look at that one.
Yeah, watch the replay here. Yeah, he was off the bag.
Yeah, maybe there's. Yeah, that was.
He was in midair.
But yeah, Coach Nilsson's come across the diamond to plead his case now.
Yeah, I think first base umpire says, I'm not even going to check with the home plate. I saw what I saw, and I'm calling him out. So Gunnison maybe catches a break on that one. And San Juan, I think with the 10-1 lead, they're not going to argue it too much.
2-3 put out. Dyring was trying to hold the foot and then jump out of the way of the slide. And
safety issue right there for Dylan Dyring.
That's right. One out, though. Brant Bingham at the plate. And it's this one down the right field line. Fair ball. That one's going to go all the way to the corner. Bingham's on his way to second. Axton Sorensen picks it up. Bingham's going to slowly round second, and he'll come to a stop right there with a double.
That's hard on that bum knee, and you see it there as he tried to get back there.
Yeah, and I think you'll see, Coach Nelson's going to run for him too. He just got a bum knee. That's a triple all the way for most players, but with that bad will, he's only going to get to second base.
Yeah, and he don't have the brace on today. He took it off for the game yesterday as well.
They'll bring out Jonah John to run for him. That's who he's DHing for in the game. So that will bring to the plate Grady Lacey for San Juan with one out, runner on second.
Grady Lacey, 289 hitter to start the day, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
He stands in on the right side, does Lacey.
Jonah John with 3 stolen bases on the season.
Bartholomew's going to step off the mound, wants to reset. First pitch to Lacey. Off the plate outside for ball 1. Lacey's 1 for 3 in the game, a fly out to right, single into right center with a run scored and reached on an error.
Yeah, Lacey batting in the 9 spots, just like a second leadoff in my mind. Does a good job in the 9 spot for Coach Jens Nelson.
Called strike 1 there, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. That's on the outside edge for a called strike 2 from Bartholomew and a 1-2 count now to Lacey. San Juan trying to find a way to bring in that run at second. Try to go up by 10 and hold them and end it in 6 as opposed to burning up more pitches for Baylor Nilsson. 1-2. Swung on, ground ball to the right side. Fielded at first off the bobble. Dyring picks it up, steps in the bag for out number 2. John does move to third on the play.
Yeah, and he hesitated to begin with and then realized, I should be at third base on a ball hit right side. So he finally takes off and Dyring doesn't throw it.
So 2 outs, the runner on third now for San Juan as the leadoff batter, Baylor Nilsson, comes to the plate.
395 hitter to start the day.
First pitch, off the plate outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and Bartholomew got him to strike out looking at it. That's the first batter he faced was Nelson when he came in.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on, line drive into left field, is down for a base hit. An RBI single for Baylor Nilsson, trying to help out his own cause as he makes it a 10-run San Juan lead.
Now playing 35, Nash Young.
11-1 Broncos here in the top of the 6th inning. Nash Young comes to the plate.
481 hitter starting the day. Added a round tripper, so he's got 2 home runs on the season. On the inside the park version.
First pitch, breaking ball, swung on, high fly ball to left. Pickett, who's playing in almost dead left center, is there to make the play for out number 3.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Both guys pretty much, like you said, left center and then left shading in the line.
F7/8 on that one.
Yeah, that's right, F8, yes. It felt like it should have been F7, huh?
Yep.
1 run comes across on 2 hits in the inning for San Juan. No errors committed by Gunnison Valley, and 1 runner left on base through 5.5 innings of play. San Juan 11, Gunnison Valley 1 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Going to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Provo. The San Juan Broncos trying to end this one in 6 with an 11-1 lead over the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will bring the top of the order to the plate to try to extend it at least one more inning. And we're going to have a mound visit to start the inning.
Yeah, umpire marking it down right here. So typically you don't see that at the start of the inning. You'd like to talk to your guys and then send them out the field, but San Juan hasn't been out there at all, so they're going to take the opportunity to just get everything set. They know how important it is to end it here.
So coming to the plate this inning for Gunnison Valley, Braxton Pickett, Axton Sorensen, and Dax Knutson. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Waylon Sorensen for the Bulldogs. And what would you think they're doing right here, Nolan?
I think they're just talking, hey, defense, pick it right here. We got to make sure we go get him. Want to make sure they don't get any runners on. Throw strikes, make them earn it. But at the same time, I think just try to kind of talk to everybody. And you see that's exactly what's going on right now. All the infielders turning to the outfielders, telling them, hey, keep the ball in front. Don't let anything pass you. We can give up a single. We don't want to give up a double.
First pitch to Pickett. Over the top of that, breaking ball for strike one, a 1 count. Pickett 1 for 2 in the game, flew out to right, then had an infield single down the third baseline.
Coach, that was a mouthful, but I wholeheartedly agree.
The 0-1. Off the plate outside for ball 1.
Braxton started today at 390.
1-1 pitch. Stays outside for ball 2. Well, you don't see a left-handed catcher every season, but this year, Davin Orton for Beaver and Creed Herring for San Juan.
We saw it in the same game.
Yeah, very true.
Same game, yeah. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed catcher.
Strike 2 there. Here's the 2-2 pitch now from Nilsson to Pickett. Curveball swung on, ground ball to the left side, backhanded it short by Nieves. The jump throw to first, in time. Great play by Jagger Nieves for the 6-3 putout and the first out of the inning.
Not only great play, but the arm, right? He's going towards third base, throwing off a 1 foot the other direction. What a strong arm for the out.
I thought of looking at Bobby Witt Jr. out there for a second.
That'll bring Axton Sorensen to the plate now for the Bulldogs with 1 out, nobody on base. Again, Gunnison needs at least a run here to force a 7th inning.
Axton started today at 303. He's 0 for 2.
First pitch, thought about it, held off for ball 1.
Creed Herring looks back, talks to the umpire, asks where that one was.
As you said, 0 for 2, grounded to second, fly out to right in the game for Sorensen. Watches ball 2 go by outside for a 2-0 hitter's count.
Now Nelson looking in the dugout frustrated. He feels like he probably had 2 strikes, but the umpire said nope, ball 2.
2-0
pitch, breaking ball, drops in for strike 1 and a 2-1 count.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. You got a good confidence to throw your curveball, 2-0 for the strike.
2-1 pitch, swinging a foul tip for strike 2.
Yeah, Baylor falls behind 2-0 and comes back with 2 straight strikes to even the count.
Yeah. They got 4 strikes to come up with 1 run here.
They did bring in the pitcher that was warming up into the dugout. Not sure if they'll try to go with him with 2 outs or not.
Well, that was pitch number 66 for Baylor Nielsen.
And he ends up walking him after missing high for the full count. Then base on balls, missing high again to Sorensen.
First base on balls and only the second freebie given up by San Juan in the ball game. It's an even 20 for Gunnison.
Well, what that does too is as long as they stay out of a double play, Waylon Sorensen's going to get a chance to bat here. So they really needed that run to get on, or that runner on first base to try to get him around and keep from getting 10 runs in this one.
Well, don't hit the ground ball to Nieves at shortstop here.
First pitch, Knutson misses high. Knutson 0 for 2, strikeout, and a ground out to first.
That's the second pitch to Knutson.
Yes. Next one, misses high.
Right now, Baylor just a little maybe amped up. He gets out number 1, and then he turns around, walks Sorensen, and falling behind the count here to Knutson.
Yeah, he got upset on them 2 pitches he thought were strikes.
2-1. That one misses low for ball 3, so a hitter's count here for Knutson.
That was pitch number 70 and 71.
Sorensen, 2-step lead at first. 3-1 pitch. Misses high and tight for ball 4.
Yeah, you're going to see a pitching change now because, well, maybe not, but yeah, Coach Nelson's going to go out.
Yep, so that will be the second visit. So a pitching change coming here for the Broncos. In the bottom of the 6th inning, they lead 11-1 over Gunnison Valley. We'll let you know what the changes are when we come back here with 2 on and 1 out for the Bulldogs on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com. Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to BYU in Provo as we are in the bottom of the sixth inning. Gunnison Valley trying to force a seventh inning, down 11-1 to San Juan, and they have forced a pitching change after back-to-back walks issued by Baylor Nilsson. The Broncos, Coach Nilsson will bring on Maxon Perkins. He replaces him, and Willie, you got to look at what he did yesterday pitching-wise.
That's what I'm trying to find out here. I thought he threw yesterday, but I'm not.
Must not have, huh?
I'm not seeing it. Must have been Thursday. I slept.
He come in and ran bases, but I don't believe, we've seen him on the mound yet.
Okay, so he will first face Waylon Sorensen. First pitch fouled back into the seats for strike one.
Got an error on the fan as he missed that one with both hands.
Definite velocity change there from Nilsson.
Well, and I'm surprised the way that Nieves is playing so close to second base with Sorensen up. Play the gap in the hole a little bit right here. You only need, 2 outs to go.
Yeah.
But they're really trying to hold that runner, which they know that runner makes them force that seventh inning, but still giving a big hole up.
0-2 pitch swung on, fly ball into right field, and there to make the play is Jonas Jepson for out number 2. So an F9 for Sorensen for the second out of the inning.
Well, good adjustment there by Waylon, though, even though he didn't get the base hit. After you talked about the change in velocity, he looked pretty bad on that earlier pitch. That time he just said, all right, I'm going to take the time a little bit, shoot that ball to second, slow your swing down a bit, and almost found a gap.
So that will bring to the plate Dylan Dyring now for the Bulldogs, as their last hope to keep the season alive resides in his hands.
Dylan started today at 247. He's 0 for 2.
2 on and 2 outs.
16 RBIs. He'd like to pick one up right here. I don't
High
think
fly ball to center field. Young is there and makes the play. And the San Juan Broncos will move on to the state championship game against Kanab as the Bulldogs have their season come to an end in an 11-1 game here in Provo. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.